Hi guys, Laura here. So I'm going to be providing some tips on working with borderline personality disorder and trauma. And one thing that has come out from doing my PhD interviews is this idea of where do you sit? Now I'm talking about actually physically and metaphorically. One participant that I interviewed shared a really personal encounter that she had with her therapist. In that encounter, the therapist and her had just started working together, and the therapist had asked her to bring a diary to that session. In that session, she brought her diary and had written down some key elements on a timeline about things that had happened in her life. So these are quite significant traumas that had happened. She highlighted the most significant ones. And this was the exercise the therapist got her to do. So she brought it to therapy and went to try and share this information with her therapist. So her and the therapist were sitting opposite each other. Now this is like a traditional way of doing therapy, is over like looking at each other. And she got out her diary and found that it was just too overwhelming, and she felt extremely vulnerable in that situation and wasn't able to actually verbally explain those things that she had written down. Her therapist really wanted her to say them out loud, but she struggled to. So something the therapist noticed was that how overwhelmed she was feeling in that moment. And so the therapist moved herself from sitting directly opposite to actually coming and sitting next to her on that couch. Now she didn't necessarily touch her, but she provided a physical warmth and presence next to her, as if to say, I'm here, I'm sitting with you, we are going to travel through this together. And I think that's really special. When we think about how we deliver therapy now, we deliver therapy so much face-to-face. So much over Zoom, where we are just directly facing the participant. I'm wondering for some people what the value would be of changing up this dynamic and actually sitting next to them, or going for a walking and talking therapy. I once asked my therapist if we could do that, go for a walk and talk therapy. I know some therapists that do that and have really great outcomes and responses from that. So I'm wondering where do you sit when you provide your therapy? Are you sitting in this sort of model, which I feel, if I think about it, sort of feels like, this is the recipient and this is the therapist, not so much as if we're traveling together through this process. Now, when that participant explained and shared her story to me, I automatically thought about a specific encounter I had with my therapist. So I had come to therapy and I was extremely raw in that moment. I was very upset. I lost sort of my emotional regulation skills in that situation, and I began to cry a lot. And then I moved myself from off the couch to on the floor in the corner of the room, and I started rocking. So I really regressed in this situation. Now, if you normally saw someone do that, your normal trauma response would probably be get up, get out of the chair, go sit next to them, maybe put a hand on their back and say, it's going to be okay, we'll work through this, what can I do? But in this situation, this therapist just stayed on the couch and I was there rocking on the floor, and it got so bad that I couldn't actually even look up. And so what I did in that situation was I had to pull myself out of that. It was really difficult. And I, unfortunately, after that situation, terminated the therapy I had been having with this person. And I'd been seeing them for at least 2 years. So it was quite a significant relationship that I'd had with that person. After that situation, I didn't call them, I didn't go back to therapy, and I felt extremely exposed and vulnerable. And I'm thinking, if she had have actually got out of her chair and went and sat next to me and maybe even put physically a hand on me, some people might not prefer that, but what would have been the response? I really regressed and became a child in that situation. But sometimes what we need is that support, we need that physical presence, and we need someone to come and get by us and sit beside us in our mess. And I think that's what we need to think about as occupational therapists or therapists who provide care is, are we providing it from a traditional model of, I'm providing the therapy, you are taking it, and the recipient, go away and live out your week or your day or whatever, come back and I will do the same model? Or are you actually really getting beside your participant and helping them walk through life together. So that's just something that I've taken away from doing one of my interviews. Hope this helps. If you feel like you want to have a talk about any particular clients or participants you're working with, please reach out. I do provide supervision on working with trauma. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like the content, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.